Just want to. Well, good day, everyone, and welcome to the Shed Talk tonight. I'm Mark, your host, and as you can see in the other camera, the dog wandering around. And we got a visitor already. I did send you the link, so I'll bring our visitor in and say good day. Hello, Emma. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hey.
Or yeah, hey, we got you.
I can hear you just great.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
excellent.
magic. Hang on.
Because I didn't see
That's the magic of the wireless microphone. So I thought I would do a live stream tonight, and yep, I've got you.
Excellent.
Yep, I've got you. I just thought I'd do a live stream tonight and just have a talk about what's going on in the shed here.
Oh my gosh, stuff's going on.
Yeah. Well, nothing
Very impressive.
physical. Yeah, nothing physical on the roller as such, but still moving a lot of stuff in. Today we had the electrician in. He's starting to wire up for permanent power. Now, give you an idea, the previous shed that was here, we just ran extension leads up, and I ran everything on extension leads. And when it came time to pull everything down, we ended up with 2 boxes of extension leads, just because I over the years I added, you know. Hang on a second. Why is it when you want to grab something, everything else is on top? You know, I added floodlights left, right, and centre, and
bad connection.
they were all just added with extension cords. So all of that stuff came down and still going through. So I'm going to have a heap of extension cords left over when when this is all said and done. But I suppose that could be a good thing because then we can use them somewhere else. So pretty well, as you see behind here, is how I've got the shed laid out. Well, this side of it anyway, the workshop side of it. The boiler's actually over to my left. I've just got the iPhone sitting down there as the second camera. I'm going to have multiple cameras, so I'll have I want to have multiple cameras so I can get some really good up close and not personal, but up close views of, say, if I'm doing something on the lathe or doing something on the roller or the milling machine, all that sort of thing. So it's going to be a work in progress, and the computer I'm using now at the shed here, it's 13, 14 years old now, and it's still going fine. And this is all just being done over Wi-Fi. So if it gets a little bit laggy or drops out from time to time, that's why, because it's to do with the with the actual internet, and the modem being all the way down in the house and the computer being right up the back of the shed. So that's sort of happening on the shed side of things. Roller side of things, well, I've spent the last few days taking things out of the container and double and triple handling them here into the shed. First of all, unload a cupboard, put it all on the shed and the benches here to my right, then get the cupboard in position and then back over, put everything back in the cupboard. So it looks like Emma's having some problems there, so hopefully be back soon. But when Emma did a live stream the other week, she had a problem with the internet. G'day, Becky. Thanks for being here, mate. Thanks for the support. I'm just doing a little chit chat tonight, a little bit unplanned. Could have been a bit more organised. Here we go again. And got you back this time. Any better? Or are you still having problems?
Maybe.
Maybe. Was I coming through all right, or was it lagging a bit your end? Mm.
No.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
I don't know. Some issues there. I don't know what it is. I'm getting about. I've only just opened the computer and it's just restarted itself, and I'm getting about 1,000 notifications because I've been out all day.
Yeah,
But
that
anyway, I think
happens.
that's fixed it. I think
Cool.
that's fixed it.
That's good. That's great.
Sorry.
That's great. So, no, you're right. Don't apologise. These things happen. As I've had things go wrong before, and I've totally stuffed up doing things, So don't worry about it. We all make these mistakes. I'm getting
just
notifications as well.
From Nick Jarrett, he just sent me a message saying he's coming in Sunday morning early.
Cool. So, just to give you an idea, at the moment, I'm broadcasting to 3 different channels here. So YouTube, the Steamroller page, and X as well. So just throwing it out there, And hopefully, I'm going to be doing similar to what you do, but obviously on a different night. I'm not going to go on the same night.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it, but it's been going on so long now that people get upset if I don't turn up.
I think what you do on a Wednesday night is great.
It's completely disorganised. You've got no idea. Last night was like I didn't do anything all weekend, really. I did a bit of a painting job and I did a lot of sleeping. And what I couldn't say on live chat was that there was a major purchase window that happened Sunday morning.
Well, you are live now to my audience.
Yes, I know, but the person that was not supposed to hear that was listening in.
Oh, okay, righto.
So, yeah, we bought a portable.
Oh, righto. Great. Good.
It's been in the wind for a little while. It's a Marshall. Yep. It's 4 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a Meccano set.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think this one was going to be a Meccano set, but it's sort of turned out that way.
Yeah, well, we just got all the bits in boxes with sketches of how it all goes together.
Yeah.
And another one sitting beside it in the shed to copy. So.
Right.
And it's different, of course, everywhere.
Hang on, just hang on a second. I just got to catch up to a couple of people in the chat here. So, some of these people that are in the chat, I talk to on a different live stream that I do on a Saturday night. So this is Becky's Fishing Adventure. Got a big weekend this weekend. Canadians, we're working for going back Monday, so need to try and harvest everything. Well, mate, I hope the weather holds off and everything goes the way and you get it done. And I think says, hey Mark, it doesn't let me get notifications for your streams. I look it up and says that your videos are set as marked. Oh God, not again. Oh, I thought I changed that. Damn it. Okay. Righto. All right. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so what that means, Emma, is that there's content that YouTube, if you say it's marked for kids, it'll put it towards kids. And if you say it's not marked for kids, then it won't be.
Yes, yeah.
So I went and changed that ages ago. Somebody else brought that to my attention. I wasn't aware of it, and
Okay.
it's in. And I don't know why it is, because the content I make is I don't. It's not made for kids. It's made for us adults, um, and I don't know why I would have to change that every time.
I don't know yeah. See, it gives you that option, and I think it's probably default. You've got to actually tick the box now and have a disclaimer saying it's not.
Yeah,
And if you come into a chat from somewhere else, it probably doesn't do that for you.
yeah. Well, the software I'm using here is a platform called Restream, so it's done through your web browser, and
But
you.
maybe they haven't updated the operating system, because that's
Well,
only a new thing, I think, in the
no,
last.
no. Restream's pretty big. They've been going a while.
Yeah, but only in the last fortnight or so that it's been that you've had to tick the box every time. Before that, you had to go in and actually find the setting and change it.
Right. And another one of our viewers, G'day Brad, thanks for joining in. And Brad says, I put made not for kids. Brad's strung out. He does shorts. If you don't, it flags it as made for kids and isolates viewers and comments. Righto.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah, yeah. Thanks,
it's
Brad.
only just started doing that on my channel, but
Righto. All right. So I'm going to have to bloody change that.
if I mean, doesn't it's not so much of a big deal if you're scheduling, because you can go in and do it. But
Yeah, I did schedule it, and it did. Yeah. Okay, if YouTube has only changed it, then that's part of the problem. I wonder if I should just end this and restart again. Yeah, I don't know.
probably you'll get more people.
I'm not worried about the people. I'm just
You're
trying
worried
to get.
about my bad language.
No, 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 no. I'm just trying to just do it more often so I get better at it, and things run a bit smoother and neater and all
Yeah,
that sort of stuff.
it's hard.
Uh, yeah. And Becky says Becky's working pretty hard in the fishing industry. Worked until Tuesday. Hang on. We worked Tuesday until today, just picking up stuff and doing bugger all. Gets bored with a few spits of rain in the plants. Just saying, boo. Oh yeah, big bad. Yeah, that's it. The big bad cash. Well, hopefully you haven't had any more rain down your way. We haven't had any rain up here. It's been really, really nice.
Yeah, I've been riding the scooter to work. It's amazing.
Yeah, I like that idea. Actually, we're out shopping tonight, and I went shopping, and there was a scooter at the shops, and it's the biggest scooter I've ever seen. It had huge tyres on it, unbelievable size tyres.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mine's off road,
yeah. I
and
think
it gets along.
I think this one was too. It looked pretty beefy.
Kind of
Like
it.
Excellent, short and tall. Straighten some stuff out, righto. Yeah. So look, I've still got a lot of work to do. Just a lot of stuff going on here, and
I don't want to be that person, but you know that list is never going to get any shorter.
Oh well, it is. Well, it is actually. It is getting shorter.
Okay.
Because when I started out, I made a list. I've got it somewhere. I've still got it on this computer somewhere, or my devices. I made a list of what was missing, and the stuff, that list has gotten shorter and shorter.
Oh, good.
Thankfully, and there's a lot of stuff I can make, and of course there's you've reached out and helped me out with the simpling valve.
Eventually, yeah, it will
Yeah,
happen.
look, but I'm still a long way away. I've still got work to do, there on the boiler, and there's a whole lot of bunch of stuff I got to do. A lot of work. There's still a lot of work to do, and the rain hasn't helped anyone. It's put a lot of people back. So it's it's just time. And
Yeah.
I work a 10-hour day, so I'm up at 5 in the morning, start at 6:30. Sometimes we start earlier, and I work till 4:30. And I'm on the road every day.
Yeah.
That pays dividends in some ways, but then I come home and we got stuff going on here at home as well. And in the meantime, the grass is growing and life goes on, and there's other things going on that I don't sort of talk about here on the channel. But it's just like all of us, we've got stuff going on. So yeah, so as much as I want to keep working on that thing, hang on, let me just change things around here. Let's go here. Oop, no, I'll swap that around. This thing here, that thing.
Yeah.
That thing. As much as I want to work on that thing more than what I do, it's just not possible. So
yeah, I hear you. I understand.
Yeah, and this is the shed. The new shed's taken up a lot. The other shed that we've got going on, hindsight's a wonderful thing. We probably should have just bit the bullet and got a new shed.
Yep.
That would have been easier. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. But we're committed now. We're this far in, so we're going to keep going the way we're going. And yeah, so it'll be great to get the lathe leveled up, and it'll be great to get the wiring done and all that sort of stuff. Just things that you want to get done. It's just crazy. So, but anyway, hopefully, I got someone coming over Saturday afternoon to help out and move some stuff, and that'll be hopefully Saturday afternoon. The container will be emptied, and next week I can get that picked up and taken away. We've been renting that container, and it's been fantastic. It's like a brand new container, and we've had everything out of the old shed plus more in there. So once that's all emptied, that's another thing gone. And I can concentrate on other things. So it's probably at least another 2 weeks before I actually physically start doing something on the roller. Doesn't stop me from thinking about doing things and what I got to do next and all that sort of stuff. But
so what's next?
A bit of everything, actually. Back to just working on the boiler. Getting some cylinder drains machined up, which righto, I'll get myself back up here. Righto.
Yep. Yours are a lot smaller than mine.
Not that much smaller.
In the ball, they are.
Yeah. So the first time I got the trade skill to cast these, had problems on the back end here.
Oh, you will, absolutely.
That's
a rotten thing to cast.
Yeah. There wasn't enough to clean up, and I think this ended up being too small. So this time round, I think we put an extra bit on the back and an extra bit here. Sorry.
Because you've got too many sharp corners there, so you get a chill.
Yeah. But the problem, I think, really, I suppose what we should have did. That's my wife is saying hello.
Hi.
She's watching there on Facebook, probably through the Facebook page. You got those photos I sent you of your engine before you brought it in the shed at Petrie?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep, that's good. So these have got to get machined up yet.
Yeah.
You know. And
do yourself a favour
yeah.
and make them all the same.
Well, that's the whole idea.
Yeah, they weren't ever like that from the factory.
How do you mean?
Well, I got 4 completely different ones. None of the bits are interchangeable.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
They don't even fit on the same studs, hardly.
Sorry, the only.
They don't even fit on the same studs, hardly.
Really?
Yeah, it's just Fowler crap.
Oh, okay, because so far with this, I've found that everything's pretty hunky dory.
Yeah, right. No, the ones I've got, they only really go in one position.
Right.
Because while probably one set of studs on each side is straight up and down, the other one's like this. And then they're offset, like to bring them up level. And if you put them on in the wrong order, then you've got to put a bent bar between them to make them line up.
Okay, righto.
Yeah,
well, see,
not as impressed with that as a system as I could be.
Yeah, I didn't think there was an issue there.
No, you're probably not, but put a square on them before you make them.
Yeah, righto.
You may not have an issue. I don't know. Maybe I've got maybe it's a broken stud and someone's put a helicoil in it and redone it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's what I did find when I did mine is that it was a bit of a jigsaw puzzle putting them back together so they all worked, and they were all different tapers.
Yeah.
And they were all different length tapers, so none of them fitted together interchangeable.
Okay. The reason why I said I don't have a problem because Bill's son Dan 3D printed one up off the drawing, and that 3D printed model.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
Fitted perfectly. Just
excellent.
Straight in. Not
just be careful, because the main problem I had is that when you put the levers on them, because you've got that extra 4 or 5 inches or whatever it is.
Yeah.
When you put the bar between them, you find that they don't line up. They've got to be really loose.
Yeah, right.
And you don't want any of it loose.
Right.
Because losing bits beside the road on a dirt track isn't much fun, I found out.
No. I've been in situations, or know of situations. I think we're doing a road run with Jennifer many years ago, and one of the oilers came off and got consequently run over.
Yeah, right. That's not good.
No. So what I'll do, I'll pick up the camera.
I've lost a lifter hose off the side one day on a fairly steep embankment, and where we couldn't really stop because there was no real water on the crown sheet, and run over that.
Oh, that's no good. Hang on, just let me swap things around a bit. So once again, with this software, I can move things around. I can put us in different positions. And so I'll pick up the phone and I'll show you what's in the cupboard. You'll still be able to hear me because I got the wireless microphone on. Now, this is going to be a bit wobbly. So I might just do a bit of a Cook's tour.
If everyone moves their head up and down like this to match,
yeah. I'll try and be steady. So I've got. So that's the old chimney base there.
Yep, poor thing.
Yeah, it was pretty rusted, and that's the new one.
Okay.
I actually got 2 of those cast, and one of them went down to Melbourne.
Yeah.
Right.
So whose pattern was that cast off?
I don't know. I don't know where I got that pattern from.
No, I have a pattern somewhere, and I've got no idea where it is.
Right. Yeah, I'm not.
I've been told there's a pattern somewhere. I don't even need it again, but I'm interested to know where it is.
It's somewhere around. cylinder block, of course. And I'll give you a look at the valve faces. Here we go. You see that all right?
Yep.
So the valve faces, I should get some extra light in there actually, because most people...
Oh, we're doing all right.
Because a lot of the people on here know that I'm working on a steamroller, but they don't know the intricate ins and outs.
Oh, I don't even know that.
So I'll do a bit of explanation. So what we're looking at here is the boiler of the steamroller. This is the thing that is the main body, the main structure. And what we're going to look at now, this is the cylinder block, very similar to what's in a car engine, etc. However, the cylinder block is on a steam engine is double acting. So it works on both sides of the piston. I'll take one of the rags off here. That's probably not the best one. That's better. Righto. So we're looking inside.
Isn't it cute?
So we're looking inside one of the cylinder bores, and it looks dirty because before we sent it down to the club at Petrie for storage, I lathered it up with grease, so it had plenty of protection in there, so no nasties would get in there and it wouldn't rust. Not that it really mattered, because when we took the pistons out, the cylinder bores themselves were really, really clean. I was really surprised how clean they were. And when I ran a hone through them, it only took a Vol about 10 minutes to clean it all up.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, there was virtually no damage, right? So I'm getting some light in here. So what we're looking at here is the valve faces. This is where it happens in a steam engine, regardless of whether it's a steamroller or an actual steam engine. You've got inlet ports and exhaust ports, and a brass valve that slides, bronze valve, sorry, that slides backwards and forwards over those ports to let steam in on either side of the cylinder. Now, in here is, this is not a Steadicam, unfortunately. This is the cupboard full of components that are usually on a steamroller or in a steamroller, but in this case they've all been taken off, so they could be overhauled or worked on or cleaned up, which a lot of them have been done. There's some other components that are in the container which are yet to all come in, but they won't be going on this shelf. They'll be staying on the other shelf because they're just too big to fit in here. But this we were lucky enough to, this is one of the original grease caps.
Yeah.
I can tell that because it was on there for a long time, and you can see the striations. It's definitely cast. You can tell that, and it looks like it was, you can see a lot of marks on there. There's a lot of different goodies. There's a lot of different parts, and they all will at some stage bolt back together and make a very nice looking machine eventually. Right, so I'll just cover that back up while I've got it.
Can we go back to your headstock when you're finished?
Sorry?
Can we have a quick look at your headstock when we're finished?
Yeah.
Is there a grease nipple in each, a grease cup in the back as well as the front?
Hang on. Let me...
No, you're right.
Hang on. Right, say that again.
Is there a grease cup in the back as well as the front on yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's the one on the front.
Yeah, it's about as good as mine.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can see the hole. It's about 3/16 or maybe
Yep.
quarter of an inch at the most. And then
And there's one at the back too. Yep.
one on the back, but I'm going to have to dig that out or retap it or do something. The other interesting thing about this roller, you probably can't see it. It's got 4 holes. Not 2, it's got 4. Now, on the front of the steamrollers, there's usually a plaque, and that had the Works was the Works logo. I think there's 3 different types. So about 4 different types, I think. One was rectangle, which had Fowler leads in it, cast into it.
That's what mine's got.
Yeah, that's what yours got. And now this one, and I've only ever seen it on 2 rollers, actually had a round one. That's why the 4 holes. And at first, when we looked at it, we couldn't work out, because we're trying to work out whether it had, a square one or what it had. But it took a while, but we worked out that that it had a round one. Now, I've only seen 2. One on a steamroller in Melbourne. I think it's down at the Melbourne Traction Engine Club or something like that. And another one on a roller which is owned by Mike Gallagher. He's got the round one. And he's up in Bundaberg. And so that's the only 2 I've seen here in Australia. The other T3B roller that's up in Rockhampton, excuse me. Thanks, Oscar. the new forklift wheel. Well, that's a clock. It's quite good. I'll just bring us back up on screen here, and I'll swap things around. So it actually took us a while to work out what actually went on the front, and I haven't seen any rollers in the UK that have got that round one like we have here. No,
it's probably a bit unusual, but
yeah. So I think I'm going to have to get a copy, or I've got photos of the one on Mike Gallagher's roller and the one down in Melbourne, but I might have to get a copy made. And I haven't even in the reproduction catalogues, I haven't seen it there either. Have you got those reproduction catalogues?
Yeah, but I've never seen the round one.
Yeah, I'll have to find a photo. I think I have posted a photo on the Facebook page a while back, but I need to go back and do this again and find it again. See if someone can shed some light on them, on which engines had them and which didn't, sort of thing.
Are you a member of the Fowler Rollers Facebook group?
Don't know. I don't think so. Can you send me an invite?
Yeah, I will, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. I might be. The ones here in Australia, or is there another one?
No, it's a UK one.
No, I don't think I am. No, that'll be good.
They seem to be pretty helpful. Fowler steamrollers.
Yeah, maybe I am. I just haven't seen it.
I'll have a look at it. Tell me, I guess. James
what
West,
else?
Edwin Jones,
What else can we talk about?
Chris Arrowsmith, Josh Manier, Jeremy Kraske. So the usual.
Yeah, well, there's the Old Glory magazine that my dad dropped off. I think it's a few months old now, obviously. There's a T3A Fowler roller that's changed hands in the UK, and it's only a 6-ton, where this one is rated at 8-ton.
Oh, a 6-ton roller is a nice little machine.
Yeah, well, this is pretty small. When we took it apart, I've got a set of scales here, and I lifted everything up, and the rear rolls are 500 kilos each. The boiler is 1,500 kilos, and the front rolls are 1,500 kilos. So when you add that all up, and that's, I haven't weighed the tender. The tender's probably 200 kilos or something like that.
Mm.
But mind you, this one, the rear rolls, the thickness of the rear rolls, I've got a couple of different sets of drawings. One drawing shows that the rear rolls are 2.5 inches thick, and there's another drawing that shows that the rear rolls are only 1 inch thick. And I think this roller came out with a 1 inch thick set of rolls. And over the years, they've worn down quite sufficiently to the point where actually have cracks in the actual casting where the strakes come through.
Wow, okay.
So nothing major, but just something that we'll have to address and so on.
The works book says mine's a 10 tonner, but it weighs 14.2 at the moment.
Right.
14.4 with the canopy on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's half Aveling, so that might make a difference.
It could do.
It's also got some fairly solid border plates in it, so that might as well.
Yeah.
But not 4 tons difference, I wouldn't have thought.
Well, have you got it on a set of? Have you gone over a weighbridge or something?
Just on a set of truck scales.
Yeah, right.
Because we didn't have a clue, and it was supposed to. I mean, we got a quote on a truck for the 10 ton, and they put it across the. They had a new truck with a set of scales on it. He says, "Oh well, I'll tell you exactly what it is." And 14.4.
Okay. Because that's getting close to the Marshall Jennifer at Heatree. That's 15 ton.
It was not that much different to it.
No.
The Marshall has got some pretty solid cast wheels, though.
Yeah. Is that with water in the
that's
boiler?
Dry.
That's dry. Nothing in the tender?
No.
Yeah, right. I'm really surprised at
so your 8 ton roller might be 11, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going by what, the scales that we've got here and, lifting things as we go sort of thing,
So I don't know. I don't know how they worked it out, or see, they didn't. I don't think they made a 12 ton roller, even they only made 10s. And
Marshall made a 12 ton roller because there's one sitting in the Rockhampton Historical Village, and that's where the other Fowler roller is, the same as mine. I just forget its number.
I'll have a look one day.
Well, we did. That's sort of one of the first things we did. Once we got this one, we started tracking down others, and I have found others. And there's actually 4 others. No, 5. Hang on. Another one. There is actually 5 T3B rollers here in Australia.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got no idea how many D series there are.
Yeah.
Or DNA. I don't know if there's many. There's 3 at least. The 3 that come out together, or 2. One's in New Zealand. Yeah.
Well, this one here, 16. Sorry, this one in the picture. This one here, the one down below us. 16930, and then 16933, which Dan Elstone is working on, which he's came out of a park in Sydney, and
so the same agent?
No. Queensland Machinery Company was the agent for this one, and I think it was Smelly & Co. for Dan's in Sydney.
I'm suspicious that they just waited until they had half a shipload to go to Australia, and then numbered them sequentially and dropped them off as they went.
Yeah, yeah. I think you'll find that's yeah, yeah. You're probably right, but we don't know because we weren't there.
Because 770 is 16770 is the one in New Zealand,
Mm,
and the build date on that's about 4 months earlier than 771 and 772.
mm.
And I think they all went to Clyde's in Sydney, but I haven't got a build plate.
Have you got the
I haven't got a agent's plate.
right? Have you got the engine register?
Yes.
Because we found ours, this one, and we're down below. When you look through it, you see the one that Dan's got. It's 16933, and it tells who the agent is and the date.
No, well, this just says FOB Sydney, I think.
Okay, all right. I'll have to find this and send it on to you because I don't because it lists all the rollers in what's the name? In
Yeah, for
roll,
sure.
whether it was a tar sprayer or all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, I've got all that information. It is a little bit difficult to decipher in places because
Yeah.
the copper plate
Yeah.
and the leaky fountain pens or scratchy fountain pens or whatever else that was in the foreman's top pocket when he wrote it out.
Have you looked at the online thing at Merle?
Yeah.
Did you find much?
Yeah, quite a bit actually.
Yeah.
But it doesn't actually say where the agent is either. And I'd like to find that out, who the agent was.
Yeah. Okay. Because I spent a fair bit of time, and one thing I haven't been able to get, and even Merle reckons that the build sheet for this engine is not on file, but one of the
Well, I
guys.
think if you were sitting there in the library and were dedicated enough to have a look, you might find it.
Yeah. Well, one of the guys in the UK reckons that my engine should be in that book because I think I showed you some. I do have a build sheet for an earlier engine, but same model, T3B.
Mm.
So
I
anyway,
think, I don't know, Fowlers seem to have reasonable records still, but like I've been looking for Bayer Peacock drawings and it's all there.
yeah.
Like everything's there. You've just got to know what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
A drawing number helps because there's no descriptions or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I started with one drawing and wrote down all the numbers on it, and then requested them.
We were pretty lucky because a bunch of drawings came with this thing, and I gathered more drawings from Merle, and also there's a gentleman down in New South Wales that has helped. There's actually been a few people down south that have helped out with drawings. So I've pretty well got, I'd say, 85% of the drawings.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
For this thing, I was really surprised how much I was able to get. And a lot of that is on the Heritage Steam Restorers Facebook page.
Yeah.
It's yeah, and the whole idea of starting the Facebook page for this roller was to try and connect and find other people, and there was a guy in South Africa I was talking to for a while. He's got one as well, but I haven't heard from him in a long time, so I don't know whether he's still alive or what's happened.
Yeah.
So it's really amazing what's still out there. So,
Oh, well, it'll come together.
oh yeah, it'll come together. So, that's about it, I think. I think I might wrap this up with that. I've been on here for 55 minutes now. So,
Yeah, you're doing great.
oh no, this is easy. It really is. I just want to get a bit more. Like I said, I just want to get a bit more organised in terms of camera angles and things like that. Didn't give myself enough time, but I could have had a third camera angle. You're really not limited to the amount of inputs you can have. Obviously, there is a limit, but I mean, it'd be nothing to have at least four different camera angles, or including the webcam 5, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I just what need to sit down and work out more about these settings with YouTube and that, about this. Our friends beforehand mentioning that it was set for made for.
Lachlan's onto it. He must be watching.
Who's Lachlan?
I just got a message from Lachlan Hines.
Oh, righto. I know the name, but I haven't met the person.
Okay, thanks, Lachlan. 16771 came through Agents Austral Engineering in Sydney, delivered 13th to the 4th, 26.
Austral.
There you go.
Yeah.
He must be watching.
I'll have to find that thing and send it to you, because I'm sure you'll find it interesting. And I don't know about you, but when you look on Merle in the archives, in the Fowler archives, is the documentation to you blurry, or is it quite clear?
No, it's pretty clear.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, I had no problems at all blowing it up, or it's fairly small images, but if you find the little magnifying glass, you can sort of zoom down to one line.
Maybe they've changed it, but when I first started looking, it was terrible. Like it was hard to make. Like, you could make it out, but it wasn't. I was really surprised how poor quality it was, to tell you the truth. And maybe, yeah, I don't know. Got a shout out to my friend here, Funk and Hungry. That's his YouTube channel. He's got a few going. That's his food review channel, but he also does painting, detailed model painting. He's currently doing some Warhammer stuff. So him and I do a thing on a Saturday night, and a few others. It's a bit of completely different to what we're doing here. So
that's all right. You're going to have a little bit of variety.
Yeah. Thanks, G, for being here. He's one pretty interesting YouTube channel I watch from time to time. I only came across it a while back. Is a YouTube channel called Sid Squad, and they do live plane spotting from Sydney, and they get like 1,500, almost 2,000 people on their live streams. It's absolutely crazy, Wow, and they're actually live now, and they'll do a live stream right through to the curfew, and then they'll do daytime ones, and they got a big following. They do members only live streams, and yeah, it's pretty intense, actually. Something completely different, So now, if that, it's almost hard to keep up now, since watching your channel and checking out some of the guys that come into your chat. They got their own little machine shops going.
Well, there's some fairly big channels there now.
Yeah.
Way bigger than mine.
But that's good, though. That sometimes
it's awesome.
yeah, sometimes the big guys check out what the little
Well,
guys
they
do.
started small, but you get Russ Knox and Stefan
Uh,
Gotteswinter, and
how did you go with that Evaporust? Did it work all right?
haven't even looked at it.
Okay.
Honestly, it's a job for one night this week,
Yeah.
probably. We run it night.
Because
I haven't even.
where is it? Hang on. Do, 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 do. Now, there's a guy in the UK. He does a channel called, what's his name? Ed China. You might know him.
No.
He does car restorations and that. And
Okay.
he got a chassis off whatever he was doing, a Land Rover or whatever he was doing. And he got an industrial, like he got a Peloton, 1,000 litre pod of Evaporust. And he put this
Yeah.
chassis in the Evaporust. And it actually worked. It took the rust and brought it back to bare metal. However, I did the same thing. Now, these are a scraper and a pair of pliers, and they've got that black coating on it. They didn't actually take it back to bare metal. So, and I actually we had them submerged. Mind you, on the wife's shed, got a wooden door on there, and we put the hinges in the Evaporust, and it did clear them up. So, mixed results. I thought it was going to go back to bare metal, like it sort of showed, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it depends how they were finished to start with, I think, too.
yeah, and this scraper was out in the weather for a long time, so
Okay. I don't mind it. I mean, I've used it a lot in the past,
yeah,
but I've never used it in a spray can.
right.
And I haven't honestly. That cylinder block's still strapped in the front of the van, and I haven't unloaded it and even looked at it. I need to do something about that. I'm sort
Yeah,
of procrastinating it
yeah. I thought
because
you were going to
it's.
stick it in a bunch of hot coals and let it cook.
Well, we were, but it hasn't happened yet.
Right, right.
I look like someone with spare time for new projects. No.
Well, I've got one project, and that's down there. Where
Well,
is it?
yeah.
Down there.
We just bought a Marshall Portable, so that's 2 projects.
Yeah, plus all the other projects you got going on.
Plus all the other projects, plus a few model engineering projects, plus a few. Got to go and paint the A-frame sign up at the Trades Guild on Tuesday. I think that'll be Tuesday's job. We'll see how we go with that.
Cool.
Got another job as some riding on a 4-horsepower sandwich engine from the USA.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I've got a set of Land Rover doors to do at some point.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all good stuff though, because it's all cash.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what you want. Well, hopefully I'm going to get... One thing I've learned from the old shed with the lathe, as you know, I'm going to put some sort of sheet, where the chuck is, so any crap that gets thrown out.
Yeah, that's right. Fold up a bit of stainless steel with a bit of a return on the top. So
Yeah, nice. Or even just doesn't have to be stainless. It just can be anything really. And we've actually got plenty of sheeting. I was quite surprised at the amount of sheeting left over from when they did this. So we'll put a sheet of that there and stop, especially when the coolant flicks up there, and keep it away, keep it off the wall and as much as possible. So yeah, but anyway, well,
anyway, have fun.
Yeah, look, just hang around for a minute. I'm going to wrap this up right here. Thanks everyone for joining in. It's been great to have you here and your support. We'll do this again sometime soon, and we'll go out with a little bit of outro stuff to take us out, and see you next time. Thanks everyone. Bye.